Any other ribs that either you've seen or been involved with that you could share with us?
Oh, let me see. Well, did I ever tell you the rib with Christian and Edge
No,
with the itching powder?
no.
So this was after Al Snow had put my cell phone number live on Raw, and my phone blew up. It was a big rib, really good rib, by the way, really good rib. Al's one of the most phenomenal human beings that I know in professional wrestling. He's genuine. He's hardworking. He's a go-getter. I love Al Snow. That guy's just an incredible dude, and loved working with him. We had so much fun working with Al Snow. But after he had put my number on on Raw live, I'm trying to think of something I'm going to do to get back at Al Snow. So I thought of all kinds of things. One of the things I was trying to do was, does he buy insurance on his rental car? And is he fully covered? If he was, I had a couple of ideas of what I was going to do. I was going to follow him to a restaurant afterwards. This was one, and I think he told me about this rib before, so I was actually going to do the rib to him and put his car up on blocks, take the tires off, and throw him in the car. And now he's got to come out of the restaurant and put tires back on his car and somehow get the car off of brick blocks, right? Well, that didn't pan out. So I was trying to find out if he had insurance on his car. And I never found this out because something else happened. But what my plan was, is if he had insurance on the car, I was going to get the expanding foam that you can buy in cans from like Home Depot or Lowe's. And when he parked his rental car at the arena, I was going to slip the hose through the crack in the window and fill the whole car up with expanding foam. The car will be ruined, be completely destroyed. And so that's why I spent a couple of weeks trying to get it out of him, talk to him a little bit and say, hey, by the way, do you pay for the insurance on the rental car when you get it, or do you already have it on your policy that you have personally? Or I'm trying to, and I just couldn't get it out of him. Well, while I spent a couple of weeks all the time trying to whittle it out of him, I found out that it was Christian that had told Al Snow to put my number live on Raw. So while Al was the performer putting my number on Raw, Christian was the mastermind. So my target went from locked on to Al Snow to locked on to Christian. So now I've had to restructure everything in my head and figure out a good rib to play on Christian. So A-Train and Test and I, one day, we were in a mall. We walked into a magic shop, and Test pulled out some itching powder. And I'm like, does that stuff really make you itch? He goes, oh, yeah. And so I thought of a perfect rib. And I believe it was Hershey, Pennsylvania that we were at. And when I got to the arena, I went into the locker room. We were there around noon. I walked into the locker room, and Edge and Christian aren't there. A lot of the other guys are there, but Edge and Christian aren't there yet. They haven't arrived. So, I'm putting my bags on my spot, getting all set up. And then Edge and Christian come in, and I say, hey, guys, what's up? And they go and they drop their bags in their spot. I should have been paying attention to how they were putting their bags and stuff, but whatever, I wasn't. And finally, as the boys start heading out of the locker room and heading down to catering to grab a bite to eat, I was saying to Test and Edge, I said, hey, guys, when everybody's gone, watch the locker room door. I'm going to go into Christian's bag, pull his tights out, and in the crotch area, I'm going to fill it up with itching powder and then kind of take a pencil and really rub it in there. And Edge was sitting right across from me reading a book, and everyone else had left. And I'm sitting there scratching my head. I'm going, come on, this son of a bitch has got to leave this locker room. And finally, after a few minutes, I figured he's going to read that whole book here. So screw it, I'll do it another time. So I get up, and as I walk out, Tess and A-Train are at the front door like they're supposed to be, watching, making sure nobody comes in. And I go, guys, we're going to have to do it another time because Edge is in there. He's going to read that whole damn book before he leaves. And as soon as I said that, Edge walked out. And he says to us, he goes, hey, you guys going to catering? And I'm like, yeah, you going there now? He goes, yeah, we'll see you there in a minute. As soon as Edge took off to catering, I turned to Test and A-Train and said, guys, what's this door? And I dove back in there and I walked up to where I know Edge and Christian set their bags down. And I'm looking at the bags. I'm going, which one's Christian? Which one's Edge's? Fuck it. I'll do them both. So I pulled out Edge's trunks or whoever it was, rubbed a little bit in the crotch, and with a pencil, I just pushed it all into the material. Pulled out the other trunks out of the other bag, put it all in the material. And of course, as the night goes on, we're getting closer to showtime. Edge and Christian eventually come in and get dressed. And they're putting their long tights on and their boots, and they're walking around the locker room and nothing's happened. And I know for a fact that stuff was itchy because my hand got really, really itchy when I was working with it, trying to put it in there. And I figured, well, maybe once it's out of the bag, if it's out any length of time, it stops itching maybe. I didn't know. I just figured this is a dud. They're walking around and nothing's happening. And I'm like, well, that was a waste of money. Well, when they went out to gorilla position because they were getting ready to wrestle, Tess comes right in. Val, you got to come see this. And I followed Tess all the way out to the base of where gorilla position is. And I'm looking up into gorilla position and I see Edge and Christian pulling the material off their crotch area. I died, completely died. And then I watched them go out to the ring and they got to do a tag match. And every time the guy's standing on the corner while the partner's wrestling, they're sitting there moving, their legs are totally uncomfortable and it's clearly obvious. Then they started tagging in and out faster and faster because they both wanted to be the guy that's sitting there holding the turnbuckle, just so they can try to fiddle around with trying to get comfortable. But when they came back to the locker room after their match, I was dying laughing. When they came into the locker room, I kind of had to settle down, right? Like, and the only people that knew were me, Test, and A-Train. No one else knew at that point. And Edge and Christian came running to the locker room, going, oh my God. And they're ripping their clothes off. And I'm like, dude, what's up? And Edge looked right at me in the eye and he goes, I think Christian bought laundry detergent that we're both allergic to. I busted out laughing. Going, Christian, why would you buy laundry? I didn't do that. That's ridiculous. And of course, once they got all their clothes off, they ran into the shower. And apparently, running water makes itching powder even worse. And so they were screaming in the showers. It was hilarious. It was funny. And then that night, a couple hours later, we were all at the Outback Steakhouse, and Test and A-Train and I walked into Outback, and of course, there's Edge and Christian. I'm going, hey guys, what's up? They're like, man, this stuff's still itchy. And Edge is like telling Christian, man, I don't know what laundry detergent you bought, but you need to stop using that stuff. It was hysterical. Absolutely hysterical.
Thank you for watching the Hannibal TV. Please like this video if you enjoyed it and click the subscribe button to not miss any of our latest shoot interviews, match videos, or news updates. Support us on patreon.com for $1.99 a month to watch our full shoot interviews ad-free and help our channel grow. Follow us on Twitter at the Hannibal TV for instant updates.